We're finally back after a long break and we're starting today's games with Ornn. I didn't want to fight here, but I got baited into going in and gave Aurelia a huge lead. It didn't take her long to start abusing said lead, and she was zoning and diving me. I really thought I had a shot when I got Bramble Vest, but I guess not. And then it was just straight up bullying. We did get a good skirmish when Akali tried to dive, and that got me a plate, but they wouldn't let me have it for free. My team resigned and they FF'd, and I honestly can't blame them for it. It's okay, we go again. This time we got filled support. I found a huge engage on Jinx, but just as we went in, Malphite showed up. The whole fight was quite the tilter. A bit later I found another engage on Jinx, but guess who I failed to notice on the minimap coming to gank again. This time, however, Malphite was top, and so I tried to go again on Jinx, but I guess we were already too far behind and Samira just ended up getting baited. I also got baited because I thought I'd get a surprise engage on Jinx by camping a bush, but it was warded. At least I got Echo a double kill, and as we went back to lane, we finally had a good 2v2 fight. Too bad I followed it by the worst engage in mid. But I made up for it by catching Victor and Malphite overextending top. And the cross map they tried to make bot didn't go well for them. Maybe we have a shot. Except I got caught again. And then they just destroyed us in the Drake fight and got Baron. They were still throwing a bit here and there, so we were still in it. But as always, as soon as we have hope, they snuff it right out. I found what I thought was a great engage on Victor. But we lacked the damage to kill him, and he stalled long enough for his team to join the fight. Then I did this and gave them a free Baron.
Oh my god!
I tried to redeem myself by catching Victor as his whole team was base. I don't understand how he survived there, but I guess that's just how far ahead he was. Somehow the game was still going, and who knew, maybe they would throw the Elder fight. Except they didn't at all, and that was finally it for this game. A terrible start to the day, but we were still going. We're back to top lane and back on Mordekaiser. The game starts well enough with a 1-for-1. But Volley ganks me as soon as I'm back, giving Cyan a big lead. The lead Cyan was willing to push. Please don't say anything about my E there. Except he went too far and ended up trading the 1-for-1. At some point, Cyan and I decided to forget the lane and fight over this control war. I'll admit, so far I was playing really bad today. But I was about to lock in. He was fighting me again, but this time we would fight in my domain. Unfortunately, Volibear quickly came to trade. But Cyan would greed for a plate, and with my ult up again, I wasn't about to let him go. I think I hit my power spike with the Dusk and Dawn purchase, because the trades were going in my favor now. This time when Volibear came to trade, my team was there to help me. We dropped the Herald and got the turrets, and Volley came for a 3v2, but we were 2 ahead even with Ezreal coming. Since my domain expansion was up, he could do nothing. LeBlanc respawned and got a nice shutdown on me, but I wasn't worried. We grouped bot for the Drake fight and caught Cyan. Then they tried to defend the tier 2, but a nice snipe on Ezreal made it an easy fight, no pun intended. They got a good pick on Braum near Baron, but I TP'd and isolated Ezreal, buying enough time for my team to come and clean up. With the Baron in our hands, the game was surely done, so I tried to bully Yuumi a little, but she lived. Finally a win, and as I was feeling better on Mord, I picked him again. As always, however, it wouldn't be long before the enemy jungler would come top. I need to be more aware of these timers. I was still solo boloing Darius with ease though. Unfortunately, I decided to use my prio to roam, and it went horribly wrong. A quadra kill on Yasuo that's going to be hard to deal with later. I had no ult, but as I juked Darius' grab, I felt I could trade and it all worked out great. With a lead this big, I was now getting plates in his face and even the whole turret before killing him with the help of Sejuani. I still had my ult, so I felt we could fight there, and it went great. As we got a 2-0, and the Herald, the game felt good, and as long as I had my ult, I could play any fight. My team was also winning the skirmishes, and I wanted to accelerate the game, so I flashed to try to catch 6, but found Darius instead. We got the Baron and went for Drake, and with my ult up again, Rengar had no chance of stealing it. Since we got the soul, I think we started playing cocky and we chased Thresh for too long. Thankfully, I was still able to get Darius and escape, but Rengar caught up to me. With Yasuo splitting top, we tried to get the mid inhib, but Kate and Ahri couldn't dodge any of Ziggs' abilities. We tried to force something to trade, but ended up making it worse. It's okay, we managed to get the Elder and get 2 kills with Baron now. I even found a pick on Ziggs. We now had Baron, Elder and Chemtech Soul. Surely the game was done, right? Unfortunately, Ahri got picked on the side and the rest of my team was too scared to walk up. We got the inhib and retreated. My team went to push bot, and as Yasuo and Thresh were pushing mid, I went to stop them, but once again, Rengar was wreaking havoc on them. Somehow we still got the Elder. And after catching Darius again, we also got the Baron again. This would surely be our final push. Since Ziggs was the biggest threat, I flashed in and ulted him to prevent him from poking us. But when I came out of my ult, my team was nowhere near and they traded me, and Rengar one-shot Ahri before she could press Sonya. My team still tried to fight, but it went horribly wrong. As the third Elder was spawning, we got caught trying to get the vision. I tried to keep my ult for Ziggs, but ended up getting too chunked, and by the time I ulted Yasuo, I was too low. Ahri tried to save the play by catching Ziggs, but she wanted to wait for her Q and he was able to Sonya's while Rengar one-shot her before she could use hers, and that was it for the game. This one was honestly quite the tilter since I was ahead, and I think maybe I could have carried it if I had made better decisions. 1 win, 3 losses, hopefully next time will be better.